What was a very tough weekend last weekend. Two by no means perfect performances, but we come out the back of them, with jubilant feelings and a double win over the Steeldogs. How do you think the weekend's gone, Matty?
Stress levels are. Two games that I think. Look, they're a good team. Obviously they've got threats in their team that we was aware of, and look, I don't think we played great at all the time throughout the two games, but I think the character we've shown both games is exactly what we need right now, and I'm proud of the lads because it's not easy. That's a big ice last night, and we had to really dig in after that second period, and obviously the fans as well last night. I thought, really like you deserved it, because I think we filled their rink, and I don't think they did. So I mean, it was nice to hear some noise out there from ours. So no, look, two games, two good battles, and how it should be. Our two teams obviously, rivals, and that's how the games are played. And look, I think tonight was, we were struggling in that second period, and we needed a spark, and obviously the PP came through and made it for an interesting ending. But look, it's a win, and obviously we needed 4 points, and just happy that we got it done.
To sort of move through the team, because the decisions to put Dean in between the pipes for both games. Obviously tough starts to both games for him, but didn't really do a lot wrong, and when it comes to those clutch saves towards the end of the game, he was sort of there both nights.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was great last night. He made saves at the right times, and he made a 2-on-1 save that pretty much opened net. That's just crazy. So yeah, look, it's I'm going with whoever wins now, and that's how it is. And yeah, I mean, either of them are playing. They're both playing well, and they both want to play. And look, I think for me, it's just all about the team and individuals. They don't come into it. It's just we've got to just go with what we're going with. And when we win a game like last night, and when he gets a shutout, or Geordie has a game, look, it's just whoever wins is playing, and that's I said that at the start, and that's what it's going to be, because we can't afford now to drop any points at any time, and it's going to be, obviously we're not going to win out, but look, we just need to every one game at a time, and just keep getting the wins and the 2 points, and we'll see where we end up. But yeah, Dima great this weekend, and Geordie will have his time as well. So
we'll talk about the defensemen. So I think after the fourth went in, everything at the back end just seemed to tighten up. I thought from that point on, they all did the roles, played it extremely well, and we can't really talk about defensemen without mentioning the return of Deck Barmer as well. I mean, Callum got to have a bit of a chat about it in sort of sponsors' lounge at the end of the first, but if you could share a few details of everybody who stayed up in the bar tonight about how that's come about.
Well, look, I think after the Leeds game, I mean, I've been speaking to Deck anyway, and obviously stuff that's been going on with him is not sort of happened yet, I guess. So, look, Deck is someone that I never wanted to lose. He's honestly the first person that I want to sign every year. He's been like the backbone of this team for the past 2 years, and someone that I heavily relied on for a massive amount of our games. And after the Leeds game, I pretty much turned my phone off, but I spoke to basically one person. It was him, and just I think he was ready as well, but it took a little bit of persuading. And he's just someone that we really need right now. Every team would want a Deck Barmer, but he's so important to what we are and this club, and more than just him as a player. He's just a rock out there. He hadn't even been on the ice since Peterborough the last game, and yeah, I mean, look, he's a real player in this league. I think he's the best D-man, British wise. So to get someone like that back in at this stage is it's. You honestly couldn't get anyone better right now, so very happy. And look, I think but like I said, it's individuals aside, it's about the team right now and about winning, and we need to keep this momentum and just see where we end up.
one more small question regarding Deck. Special teams obviously going very well at both ends of the ice for us at the moment, but looking back to the last 2 years, Deck's been a key guy at both ends of that. Now he's got some time to get back on the ice during the week, a few training sessions. I assume he'll fall back into those situations as well.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've got our percentages are decent for both this year. I think we're leading the PP. Obviously, I've got the 5 forwards on there, but it's tough to play 2 minutes, and we played a lot on there tonight. But there was times when we really needed to score, and I had to just keep going with it because and we've added Davey and Bonner goes, and and obviously Deck will play a little bit in there as well. But at the end of the day, look, you've got to. Them guys have hung my hat on. They need to do it at the times and when we need a goal, and they did tonight. And it wasn't flowing as good as it has been tonight, but they found a way and they dug in, and we changed it around a little bit, and it worked, right? But yeah, I mean, on the other side of it, the kill, it hasn't been brilliant for the past couple of weeks, and it's a shame because we have been working a lot on that, and it's not like we're not playing well on it. It's just these teams have got good power players, and the good players. I mean, them lads tonight, the players, the good players. So it's tough, but look, we keep working on it. Deck will add to it massively, and it's special teams a massive part of the game, and yeah, it's something that we really want to keep getting better at and improving.
I think both games when our backs have been against the wall, sort of. The narrative is quite often that our heads can go and discipline seems to foil us, but in both games this weekend it seems sort of the other way, that we sort of managed to dug in, keep our cool, and when given the opportunities on the power play we've took them, and that's got to be a really positive sign.
Yeah, I think the rest were good tonight. I thought it was both ways. They let it go. There'll be both sides that want calls or don't want calls, but it's, like I said before, it evens itself out, I think, over the year. But yeah, I think once we got the chances that we got, when we didn't score on the 5-on-3 down here, I wasn't the happiest. But look, we found a way, and that's all that matters. But yeah, I thought the refs did a good job, and look, it's an hard job out there, and I moan about them like anyone does. But at the end of the day, you've got to just stay and play hard, but as fair as you can in terms of it's a fine line, and we often go over that line, and it's something that we're actively trying not do, but it's tough when emotions and just the way that we play it just gets there. But we do need we know that we need to stop going in the box, and obviously tonight I thought we did a good job of that.
Final question about the on-ice stuff from tonight, and that's when game tied up, less than 2 minutes to go, you need someone to step up, and there's no one like a veteran in Jason Hewitt who's he's been on a goal drought. Me and Callum have often said on the streams, how desperate he's been for that goal. And, after getting one wiped off his name just a couple of weeks ago, he manages to find it. I don't know if it's come quite off the defenseman or the netminder in Crow, but managed with a really clever play to break the deadlock. And, he got a huge applause for that one.
Yeah, I think it was just fitting that it went like that. It's been tough for him on that side of it, and no one beats himself up more than he does. And look, it's the goals that we've seen Huey before. He's not been there this year. I know that, but he has played a different role at times for us this year. And look, it's when you get like that, it's tough. No one wants to score more than he does. It's just it hadn't fell. And tonight it was always going to be something like that, where it's he's played it off the goalie and it's gone in, and it was a good play, but it was going to be something like that. All the shots and the stuff that gets saved, and he's been getting unlucky, of course, and hopefully now he's got that one, and now it's hopefully we see sort of the normal Huey, and his rate of scoring should be there. But look, it's more than just the fact that him scoring. Again, it's the team and the buy-in and of us all getting the job done and making sure that, it's the team first, and 2 points is what we want. But, yeah, happy to see him get one. He deserves it.
So move on to sort of looking at the roster, and we've got 10, I think, if I'm correct in thinking 10 defensemen on the roster now. There's a lot of them out there to get ice time. With the return of Deck, it means that, another guy's going to be going on and getting those top minutes. And talk about players like obviously Tommy Spraggins on the two-way, of course, not available all the time, but particularly Cohen Taylor, in terms of being able to find their minutes and making sure we look after their development, because after a great start to the season, Cohen might see his minutes limited or something like that. It's going to be just a bit of a tough act, for you as a coach now. So how do you handle that?
Yeah, it's tough, right? And obviously the Cohen situation came up, late with the deck situation. He's been great and he started great, but he's still 18 years old, and it's not anything to do with his play or anything like that. It's just that's how it is at that age. And it's even harder on D, to learn that, the experience to get to that level. And his time will come. He's got a bright future with us, and he'll be with us. But at the end of the day, look, we're in 5th, 6th position. I needed to not now, but before that, the past couple of weeks, I've needed to do something and change because and it's not on his game. It's not on Cal's, Fisher's, nothing like that. It's just, look, I needed to add more, and we needed to be in a better position. And I think where we have fell off is at the back a little bit, and just sort of the overall defense of the team, not just the D. But and look, we just had too many tonight, and the thing is, I'm not going to make someone just sit there either. I'm not just going to bring him and just have him sit there. He needs to play games, and he'll go back with the Jets and play some games the same as Reece and has been, and Alex the same thing. But no, Cohen's a great lad, and he'll be with us. He'll still train with us, and he'll still be with us. But look, we're in a spot right now where we need to win, and it's important that we do. And we've got ourselves behind, and we need to make up the points, right? So it's a lot to ask someone like Cohen to log it, but look, it is what it is. It's part of the game, and his time will come, and all their times will come. But we needed to make a decision and make the team as strong as we could.
Final question, Matty. Another big weekend coming up. Leeds nights away, and then a home game against the Tigers, are a side that we've quite often had some really tough games against. Just needing to get back on the ice now after the festive period and go for another 4-point weekend, I assume.
Yeah, get back training this week, and we'll just go again. Lads will rest up to our games, and look, going to Leeds, be a tough game again. But again, we've been there before. We know we can go there and win, and that's what we'll look to do. And then come back here. Crowd tonight was great, and it's an exciting time. It's downhill now to the end of the year. We're going to need this rink full every week, and then just get as many people in here and just get the lads, drag them through it, get into playoffs, and see where we end up. But 2 tough games, and we'll look to win them and keep going.
Well, thank you very much, everybody.